is another one related to YouTube by vidIQ, and it is called "Is This the End of YouTube?" Yeah, I just found this before I went live. So let's go watch it. I've been watching a few of his videos on learning how to make content, and not very many of it went through. But let's watch it anyway.
If you're a small YouTuber struggling to get views, frustrated with the algorithm, and you're fed up with all the rules, regulations, and policies of a platform, here's the biggest piece of advice I can give to you. Quit. Leave. Take a hike. Do this instead.
Go touch some grass instead. Touch grass. Yay. You heard it here, folks. I'm done. Bye. Oh no. Goodbye, Moon Man. We had a good run, but everything good comes to an end. Goodbye, Moon Man, and fare thee well. Okay. Yeah, enough of that. Let's just keep going.
YouTube is still the top video destination on the entire internet, but TikTok has proven that there can be more than one major video platform. And the next...
Yeah, if it wasn't for the privacy and security problems that I'm always worried about, and the fact that a lot of the stuff is done on mobile, and it's hard to do on the computer.
One might be DTube or something similar. The
YouTube?
question is why? And the answer can be divided up into 3 parts: algorithms, rules, and revenue. And that brings us back to YouTube and what some people think is wrong with the platform. At the heart of the problem is control. YouTube effectively controls everything you see, everything you create, and everything you get paid for. And that
until Bill C-11 goes through, and then the CRTC will control everything that Canadians get, or the folks in Canada get, which YouTube is not very happy about, and neither am I. Because I don't see Canada as a culture, I see Canada for its current state of affairs, and it's not very good.
That's thanks to technology it's built on, Web 2.0. To keep things simple, Web 2.0, or YouTube, is a centralized network. That means that YouTube stores and controls all of the content you make and all of the personal data gathered about its users. The benefit of a centralized network is that typically for the end user, in this case the viewer and the creator, everything is free. But as the saying goes, if something is free,
you're the product.
Then you are the product. Now it is true you as a creator get some of what YouTube sells in the form of ad revenue, but YouTube has 100% control over that, and you have to live and die by their rules. Given all of the trouble big data companies such as Facebook, Google, and Amazon have got into over the past 10 years, resistance to Web 2.0 and centralized networks grows. And naturally, that can only lead to one thing: disruption. That's where Web 3.0 comes into play. It's basically a decentralized network, which means control passes to the users. And DTube is one such platform that's adopted this new standard. So, what is DTube? Well, no surprises in the name. DTube stands for Decentralized Tube. But at a quick glance, you'd be mistaken for thinking it was YouTube. It runs on a blockchain. Think Bitcoin. Videos are rewarded.
Here comes the monkeys. It's the monkey videos now.
By how many votes they get from users. Think of it as the Reddit for.
And we're going to be paid by dog money, dog coin.
With a little bit of a twist.
Funny money.
The more you contribute and the more popular your content is through things such as upvotes, the more you get paid in the form of DTube coins. And of course,
AKA funny money.
How much is a DTC worth? Well, at the time of recording, just under 10 cents. This time last year, it was hovering around 30 to 50 cents. we'll come back to that. So if you've been on YouTube for over 3 years and you've got 23 subscribers and 430 views, and your videos keep getting pulled from the platform because for over 3
Okay, so how long is it supposed to be?
3 years and you've got
3 years,
23 subscribers and
20 subscribers,
430 views, and you
oh man, the most I would get when it pops off would be like 200. The most I've ever gotten was 1.8k, and that was a YouTube short.
videos keep getting pulled from the platform because they violate community guidelines.
Oh, now of all the videos that I have on YouTube, only 2 of them got claimed.
This is why DTube might be for you. Because the platform is decentralized, it's more difficult to remove content. And at the
I wish we would be allowed to edit or delete content on that site. Because I do make mistakes on there and I don't catch it right away.
same time, that content is not in the hands of a large corporation. So in principle, if you want to upload a video about flat earth theories, it's not going to be taken down or suppressed by the platform. The users will decide how popular it is.
But the real question is how many users are actually going to be on DTube? Probably not as many as YouTube or even Twitch for that matter.
One for viewers, and it's very simple. There are no adverts on the platform. Here's a good one for
let's
YouTube
go.
Conspiracy theorists. There is no algorithm. The votes you gain on your videos will determine how it ranks. There are no monetization requirements. Forget about 1,000 subscribers, forget about 4,000 hours, forget about 10 million views. As you upload more content and get more upvotes, you gain DTC. And again, in principle, there is no censorship. DTube doesn't decide what's right and wrong for the platform, its users do.
Oh yeah, and the users that would be on there are the users that got banned from YouTube. So when you're banned for controversial stuff on there, you could just put the controversial stuff on DTube. And then that's where it gets really crazy.
However, all of those pros come with some very big buts. There is no censorship, which means there's no adults in the room. Non-family friendly content, copyright protection, irrelevant. Basically, a decentralized network needs to police itself from fringe elements, bad actors, video anarchists. There are no algorithms.
There we go.
But algorithms can bring order to chaos. YouTube has learned a lot about me. It knows the type of content I like to watch, and it's going to serve up more of the content I like to watch. If you want to know what YouTube is like without algorithms, just go onto the platform in incognito mode, signed out every time you want to watch a video. All I'm going to say is, you better like Mr. Beast. You can start earning revenue from the very first video that you upload to DTube. But what the hell is DTube?
Unfortunately, I don't really care for Mr. Beast that much. Jesus.
TC. Cryptocurrencies are very volatile, which is not what you want to hear when you're trying to grow a sustainable and reliable business. But most important of all is audience reach. And DTube is tiny.
Yep.
This big.
Yep, and that's the question I asked. How many people are going to be on DTube? Not very many.
Compared to YouTube. Also, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. DTube is not. There is an infinite amount of original content on YouTube compared to DTube, and it's
because YouTube has been out for a very, very long time.
Far more friendly.
Of course they would have that time to grow.
Users. And these days, most people watch video on their mobile device. And while it will take a little longer to monetize your content, once you do, you have multiple sources of income revenue streams that pay in currencies you can use. All right, so maybe for 99.99% of creators, DTube is not the answer. So why am I telling you about this? As dominant as YouTube is now, competition will always be snapping at its heels. In the last few years, TikTok has dealt a damaging blow, but YouTube have responded with shorts. Love them or hate them. And inevitably, it's going to happen again. A new, fresh, disruptive way to share your videos online. And you want to be ready for it.
Yeah, and YouTube has been pumping up, has been like fixing up their live streaming stuff so they can bypass Twitch. And Twitch hasn't been. It doesn't really help that Twitch hasn't been doing very well themselves. They've been involved in a lot of really bad controversies. A couple of them are around TwitchCon, where someone broke her back on the foam cubes, and then later turned out that she was pregnant and she lost a baby in there, which was really horrible. But she had signed a waiver where she wasn't allowed to sue them. But I think it was gross negligence. So I would have looked into suing them anyway.
And now back to struggling YouTubers who can't find any traction. If you want to double your views with about 5 minutes work that you can apply to videos already on your channel, you best watch this right now.
Okay, that's really all the videos I want to watch today.